Okay. Probably should have written that one below. Oh, wrong line. Hold on. X squared plus y squared minus 12. Oh, we gotta grab this. That's what I forgot about that. All right, let's power through this, people. So we did this once upon a time. It was long, maybe beginning of last week. To figure out where this circle is, we're gonna have to complete the square on this. So you divide this by 2 and square it. So 12 divided by 2 is 6, squared is 36. And then if you add 36 to one side, you add it over here. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 squared is 9. And the reason we do that is because now these are perfect squares. What multiplies into 36 that adds up to negative 12? Minus 6 and minus 6. So there's 2 of them. What multiplies into 9 that adds up to 6? Plus 3. And what's all that add up to? So that would be 11 plus 9 is 20. We just did that for the graphing part. All right, I'm gonna have to zoom out here. All right. Okay. So these are circles. The center of this circle is at 0, 0, and the radius is square root of 5. Okay, and yeah, so go almost to 2.5 in each direction. Where is the center of this circle? 6, negative 3, and the radius is square root of 20. It's probably like 4.3, I would guess. 6, negative 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Anybody plug that in?
It's like 4.7.
Really?
4.47.
Oh. So close to 4.5. I think we did that one yesterday, actually. So almost 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, this is a weird one. 1, 2. I was expecting some more pushback on that, Lydia.
Oh.
It's okay, I forgive you. This time. All right. Yeah. So, can you guys tell what's happening here? What? They are. You guys remember what this is called when they barely touch each other at one point? Tangent. And it's hard to draw the picture accurate enough to make sure that's what's happening, but if that looks like it, that's what's happening, it probably is. Okay, so that means there's only one common solution. So that might be good news. All right. Do you guys remember the trick I used yesterday on these messy ones? Well, this is probably not attached. Oh boy. I don't know. Magic, I just dragged it with one finger. Basically, I subtracted like this minus this line, like I made these negative. Subtracted them. So, when we add these two lines together, the x squared and the y squared went away. Then we have negative 12x plus 6y equals, okay, negative 25 minus 5, negative 30. That was going to be a big one. But I didn't want to be like Lydia. There's going to be like a splash on the screen there. That's what I call the front row in all my classes, is a splash zone. Have I done that to you guys? Like, sneeze like once, and then the second time up. I did that to the freshmen. Case was like... speaking of case. Okay. How do you guys pronounce that? 10.
It says 10.
It's supposed to be 10. Here's how I pronounce it, 10. There's case. 10.
It's just knew our addresses.
I know. He knows my birthday. I think he knows my address too.
That's so weird.
Okay, anyways. Do you guys remember what I did at this point yesterday? I solved for y and then I substituted for y. So to solve for y, we need to get y by itself. So I'm going to divide by 6 on this.
2x minus 5.
Good job, Trey. This is why Abby left.
Oh my goodness.
Sam had a look of such contempt. Okay, and then we're going to take y equals 2x minus 5 and replace y in the other equation. No, I'm not going to use the negatives on this one. So in this top equation, x squared plus, replace y with 2x minus 5. And it is a mess. I wonder if this one's going to factor. Yeah, it will factor. It does come out nice, actually.
Sweet.
My picture's not, it's missing it by about a centimeter, but yeah, FOIL this. So when you do first times first, 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Outside would be minus 10x minus 10x. I'm kind of fast forwarding this, sorry. And then minus 5 times minus 5. The x squared is still up there. X squared plus 4x squared. Then we need the 5, we need a 0 over here. So I'm going to subtract 5. Okay, there is a way I can make this equation a lot simpler.
Divide by 5.
Divide by 5. You don't have to, but it does make all the numbers smaller. Now what?
Subtract 4.
Nope.
Wait, you're trying to...
Factor. I'm glad somebody said that. That would have been very disappointing. Alright, x. What multiplies into 4 that adds up to negative 4? Minus 2. So there's only one answer. What is the answer? X
Two.
equals 2. Okay, now sometimes when x had 2, like some of our answers, we had like X's 2, but then Y had 2 answers. So let's see what happens when we plug this in. So I'm going to plug 2 in somewhere, the easiest one. Well, right here, actually. So yeah, if I graph this, 2x minus 5, it would have been like that equation. It goes right between. Anyway, yeah, 2 times 2 minus 5 is -1. So I kind of missed 2 -1 on my graph, but yeah, that's kind of close.
I think I missed it a lot worse than you did.
My lines aren't even close to touching.
Your circles don't even touch.
No.
Did you have like a 2.5 radius on this one and a 4.5 radius on that one?
Yeah.
Well, you might have drawn it like this instead of like a circle.
Yeah, that's how I drew it.
All right. I want to try to leave you guys with some time, but these number 9 is a lot easier. We don't have to graph for one. Actually, I'm gonna leave graph paper behind.
Do you remember where Bob and Pop my friend in the place? No. Yeah. Your elbow. And the one.
So
So you popped your own finger out there.
I just read that. I thought it was a different one.
6 is, there's something kind of weird about 6 as well. It's actually kind of good news.
Do a -1.
Huh?
Just take it all out.
You still need to like subtract. Well, to graph it, you still have to do what I did on 5. You do all the same steps. Are you talking about 6? Oh, what were you saying?
Saying 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, yeah, 9. This is more like number 1 from yesterday. How can I solve this?
We'll put the bottom of -1.
Yeah. Or, I mean, you guys are probably good enough by now. You can just think of it as subtracting. We can just subtract the bottom line. So x squared minus x squared is 0. 4y squared minus y squared is 3y squared. And 16 minus 4 is 12. Divide by 3.
So 2. Plus or minus.
Oh,
Ah!
thought for once.
I'm never gonna get what you're drawing on.
You gotta believe in yourself, Sam. Even though no one else does.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome. Alright.
So I make x 0. Plus or
alright.
minus.
So we got like 2 and -2 basically. We gotta figure out what the x value is that goes with it. So where should we plug it in? This one definitely looks easier, right? So if I plug in 2, this is 4. So what's gonna happen here?
It'll be 0, 0.
X squared equals 0, so x is 0. If I plug in -2, what happens?
Same thing.
Same thing. -2 squared is also 4. Is it possible to have more than 2 answers on a circle?
Yeah.
Like intersecting circles? Is it possible for them to intersect like 4 times or something?
Yeah.
No. They can only intersect twice, so that means there's only going to be like 2 answers at most. Occasionally 1 answer, like number 5 we just did, if the circles are tangent, and occasionally 0 answers. Now technically, if there is no, I mean if the circles are the same, there would be infinite, but they're not going to, I don't think they're going to do that. So the options are 2 answers, which is the most common, probably on the sun, and 1 answer and 0 answers. Those are the options. Number 11. How far did I say we're going? 19? That seems ambitious. We can probably just go to 16 or something. I don't think these will take us too long.
11, just go to 11.
I like 11.
You feel good about 11? use it though.
Yeah.
Oh, that just says 2y. Ooh. Is that a misprint?
Let's
No, it's not. No, it is not. It's fine. If it's like a y and an x squared, that would actually be a parabola. This one. If you like move the y over, this is like y equals x squared. So it's actually going to be more like this. So we don't have to graph it, but anyway, doesn't matter. Still kind of use the same tricks. What do you guys think? What would be a good first step on this one?
Remove the x's?
Yeah, I would subtract again. Get rid of the x squareds. These will not go away though. These will not cancel out. So if you subtract the bottom line from the top, the x squareds go away. This is 9y squared. We're subtracting the bottom line. So this is actually minus 2y, so it's plus 2y. And this is 36 minus 4. And how do we solve problems like this?
You really need one side.
Yeah, this is a quadratic equation, so we should move everything over and use quadratic formula or factoring. I'm guessing it factors, but I don't know yet. Let me see if it does. We'll check it out. Okay, what goes into 9y squared? 3y and 3y. Could be 9y and 1y. What goes into 32, 8 and 4? 8 and 4 is the 24 minus 12. And, 16. Go closer. You try 9 and 1.
If you did 1 and 9 and then 16 and 2, that works.
Yeah, I think you figured it. If we do plus 2 and minus 16. Now, okay, that was kind of hard, but you could use quadratic formula like we did one time yesterday. So, how do I know this is right? When you FOIL it, outside is 18y, inside is negative 16y, and that adds up to 2y. Okay. What y values would make these factors equal 0?
Negative 2.
Negative 2.
9 over 16?
No.
Negative 16 over 9.
No,
Yeah.
positive
16 over 9.
Positive 16 over 9, yeah. Okay, which means we got one answer with the negative 2 and one answer with the 16/9 on the y value. We're going to plug that into the easier equation. I don't know, the top one, or the bottom one looks a little bit easier. X squared minus 2y is 4. So if I plug in negative 2, that'd be 4. So if we subtract 4, we get 0. X squared equals 0. And if I plug in 16/9, oof.
It's like negative 3.5.
It'd be negative 32/9. Kind of hard without a calculator, but this would be 4 over 1 times 9 would be 36 over 4. Be 68 over, whoops, that's a 9, my bad. 4 over 1 times 9 is 36 over 9. Plus that is 68 over 9. Oh gosh, it's a mess. Something strange this one. Is it? Oh, yeah. You can have more than two answers on this one because, when you think about it, like, I don't know. See, how could I draw it? Yeah, that's just two. Something like that. I guess it'd have to be tangent at one point, like that. Anyway, it could have more than two intersections. Alright, let me make sure I did all my math right on that one. I did a lot in my head there. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so,
Plus or minus, right?
yeah, when you square root this, it's plus or minus. Square root of 68 is like 2 squared of 17, and square root of 9 is 3. So it's 2 squared of 17 over 3 and negative 2 squared of 17. Yeah, that one was challenging. What a mess, what a mess.
Don't look that well on the test.
So on 12, you could, if I was doing it, I would probably use substitution. It says 2x plus y squared equals 1 on the bottom. So if you solve this for y squared, if you just subtract the 2x over, okay, that means in the other equation, you can replace y squared with 1 minus 2x. You guys see what I did there? Okay, I subtracted 2x. We get y squared. Subtracting on that problem wouldn't be as good, subtracting the lines. But if you solve for y squared, you can replace y squared and then factor that. Yeah, we'll stop there, that's fine. I think each of these answers I'm gonna make worth like 1 point, so yeah. These are pretty large suckers, some of them.